All right, so welcome back here with a good friend, improv student, and Alan Urick is part of an angel community. And like I said before, Alan has a bird's eye view of businesses. And if he likes a business, there's a possibility to move forward. But if he doesn't, he understands what those weaknesses are. So
Absolutely.
Alan, you definitely have a inside track, and we're grateful to be here. And if you missed the first segment, please go back and take a look at Alan's first killer secret to developing a powerful business, which is a stellar advisory board. There, Alan talks about how to begin develop a board and how that advisory board can really propel your business to move forward. So, Alan, we're going to move to your next secret here, which is understanding the management's strengths and weakness. So, Alan, if you could shed some light on this.
Well, I think it's very important to know what each of us as people, we all have our strengths and weaknesses in leadership and personal life and in a lot of different areas. I think one of the failures of a lot of managers when they don't do as well as what they could do is that they don't understand what they're good at and what they don't understand what they're not as good at. I understand what my strengths are. My strengths are, as a leader, I can lead and I can incent people and I can go forward. My challenges in my mind is creative. I'm not I just don't think I'm very creative. Operations, I'm good at. Scale, creating something from an idea to a product is a challenge for me. Mm-hmm. And so what I do is I leave that up to a lot of different people and challenge them. If I understand from a person's mind that they are very creative and that they can go to that step and do that, let them do it. I think diversity in management is extremely important, in that you can't surround yourself with people that are just like you. Because why would you have people just like you? You know, I want diversity in the meetings I attend in some of the companies. Is that we have a meeting and we'll be inside and we'll discuss things, but I trust and respect their ability to think. And what I want is that trust and respect in that meeting. And when we go out, I mean, we'll have all kinds of discussions, let's say, in that meeting, but when we go out, we're of one mind and things like that because we've discussed it all out. So I think when you have a diversity on your management team, where some are very aggressive, some are pull back. I'm pretty aggressive as an entrepreneur. My wife seems to pull back, and she'll say, "Alan, here's some of the here's some of the problem areas," and I think you need to surround yourself with that. I've done it with a great partner in my wife, and you just understand yourself.
Well, I know for me, I've struggled mightily with this because I am a young business and I'm trying to probably wear too many hats right now.
Yeah.
And I know that I think I'm more of the creative personality or person, and where I kind of lack is some of the areas that maybe are your strengths, which is some operations and business development and so forth. So I'm definitely trying to attract folks that can help me in that area. But for the person who might be watching this and they're just starting out their business, and they don't necessarily have a team, I know you mentioned the advisory board, but can you talk a little bit about knowing your strengths? I know a lot of times people might get into business for the wrong reasons. How important is it to pick a business that they're passionate about and so forth?
Oh, I think passion is very important in a business. You got to be passionate about it. I was very passionate about healthcare when we grew a healthcare company, to help people and to be more efficient in our healthcare delivery system and things like that. I think that the passion in there to do that particular, you can't just do it for the dollar. I think you've got, when you're an entrepreneur, you've got to do it to make a difference in the world. Even though what you need as an exit strategy is you have to understand what your exit strategy is. And if your exit strategy is to make a ton of money, and that's what it is, which is a credible exit strategy, that's fine too. But just understand what your exit strategy is going to be on that. So I think that then your management team, if you put the diversity in place, I think that you will all understand, and you'll look at the vision and the mission, and also your value statement. I think having all three of those in place at the very beginning is extremely important for the management team to understand and to embrace, especially a value statement. A lot of companies don't have the value statement. And the value statement to me is so important. What you will do business what's good for your employees, what's good for your customers, how you'll treat your customers, how you'll treat your employees, how you'll grow your product lines, what you will do and what you won't do.
So to kind of summarize this statement, it's build it management team with diversity, and as a management, as a CEO of your company or the owner of your company, as you're building your company, I think what I'm hearing you say is definitely know everybody's strengths and don't put someone who's a financial wizard in charge of marketing or coming up with being responsible for marketing ideas. So.
Well, I teach at Georgia State entrepreneurship, and one of the people I have in my class all the time is Brownell Landrum from Draw Success. And what she does is there's 4 categories of folks, and what she does is she puts the students into understanding how they think and their character, and then from there, after that, I put them into what I call caves, which is their individual areas, because they have to do an entrepreneur case study, but at least they know on their team the different types of folks that there are on their team, and I think you can't have all people that think one way that see no pitfalls at all. And you can't see people that are all negative because you can't go forward with it. You've got to have the diversity of all different types. And so
Gotcha.
Brownell she puts people and gets your thought process about how you think. And that's something that's very difficult, at least for myself. It's very difficult to change, how I think. I try to be a little lightener. That's why I took improv was with you, was to see if I could lighten up a little bit and use that in some of the things to be a little bit more creative, which you did teach me.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe I should take a book reading class, or a business development class workshop. So we're going to go ahead and conclude this segment and move on to Alan's third killer secret in developing a powerful business in just a minute.